What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be breaking down, is Nature's Prophet a good pick in this patch? Honestly, I think if you're not playing Nature's Prophet, you're really missing out on one of the strongest heroes this patch. Ignore that his win rate is under 50%. I've always said win rates in Dota are always one of the factors a hero can be good or bad, but it's not the end all be all. If you're a good Prophet player or you learn how to play Prophet, you're going to be getting a lot of really cool benefits from playing this hero. First of all, you have global presence, which is something not a lot of heroes have. You're able to be pretty much anywhere on the map, and you're able to really hunt heroes that typically don't like to be hunted. Heroes like Anti-Mage, heroes like Zeus, heroes like a Troll Warlord that's farming, heroes like an Alchemist. You definitely want to go for these plays. You want to farm as much as possible. You want to push the side lanes as much as possible, but at the same time, you're able to get these free pickoffs around the map in the laning phase. Don't be afraid to rotate as a level 4 Prophet. Level 3, you can easily get really free pickoffs and join the side lanes, and also you're able to rotate really easy without hassle because you have your teleport. You're able to be wherever you want on the map, and there's so many things you can do, pretty much limitless. And the facet you guys are going to be using is the Ironwood Treant. This is one of the reasons why this hero is being unlocked and why he's so strong right now this patch, because the Ironwood Treant is just a really strong unit. It has more HP, more damage, more vision, and also more movement speed. It's honestly just a really good part of your kit, and not only helps you farm and push towers quite easily, that vision is also very important for you to keep chasing enemy heroes. Also for that Gleipnir to be able to get even more value, you're able to get some more vision. So always have your Treant up. You're going to be getting a ton of value. Also, Nature's Prophet is one of the best heroes up against Wind Ranger, which she is one of the strongest carries this patch. You're able to go toe to toe against that hero pretty much at any stage of the game. You're able to put a lot of work into that hero. Once you have that Gleipnir, you're going to be doing even more, and Gleipnir is pretty much the item of the patch. So pretty much any hero that benefits from Gleipnir can easily build it without it being a hassle. They're going to be getting a lot of value. Let's break down the best build pretty much right now for Prophet. So you're going to start off with treads. You could get yourself a Wraith Band if need be. If there's a lot of physical damage on the other team, you could get yourself a Wraith Band. You could pick up a Bracer if you really wanted to. I typically like to skip those and go straight for the Maelstrom. That way I can get a really fast timing on the Gleipnir. That's going to be super important. And then you pretty much decide whether you want to get a Silver Edge, whether you want to get a BKB, or an item like Bloodthorn or Orchid to deal with heroes that are very pesky, heroes like Puck or any of the spirits that you want to deal with them. You can easily deal with them with an item like Orchid. You also want to build quite defensive because you're quite a frail hero, so you don't want to be this frontliner. But if you do want to start frontlining for your team, you got to build items like Assault Cuirass. You got to get that BKB. You got to be able to frontline for your team if really is necessary, because sometimes your offlaner might be a very frail pick, and Nature's Prophet can be quite tanky. You can play him from the off lane easily by building all the auras, but mid lane is pretty much where I think is his best role. Mid lane and carry is pretty much where he's going to shine the most, because he does really need that farm to really come online. But one of the cool things I really like, I play a lot of Invoker, so it comes pretty natural to me to look for different opportunities for me to get kills around the map. I'm always looking at the side lanes, always taking a look and seeing what kills I can potentially get. If I see a really squishy support that's maybe down to 100 or 200 HP, I can easily teleport there, sprout them, and easily get a pick off, and then teleport back into the mid lane without pretty much losing a whole lot of farm. And that's something no hero can actually do in the game. They can't rotate as fast as Nature's Prophet. Thanks to your teleport, you're able to do so much around the map, and a lot of heroes are going to be quite frightful of the fact that they can see a Prophet coming in and dealing with them. And you can also help your carry out if he's having a really tough lane, and it's not going to cost you a whole lot of resources, because yes, it's a pretty long cooldown for your teleport early on, but you have your TP scroll as well, so you have a lot of things to your advantage. Your Treant being super strong, you're able to push these side lanes very easily. You're able to take towers quite easily thanks to this Treant, and also with the extra vision, you're able to scout as well. You can easily get rid of smoke gangs. There's a lot of things you can do on Prophet, and I highly recommend you guys start perfecting this hero, because it's not the easiest hero to play. You can easily feed on Prophet, but it's a hero that if you play at least 6, 7, maybe 10 games, you're going to be able to get the hang of this hero. It's not because his kit is very complicated. It's the fact that you need to understand his timings and the way Nature's Prophet likes to play. That is pretty much the mindset you need to be on, and you have to learn as a newer player. But he's a really fun hero and can also be quite rewarding for being very active, and that's something that the lower MMR you end up going to, the easier it's going to be for you to split push on Prophet and get even more value, because the team fights are super chaotic and not very organized, and people aren't going to be targeting you as much, so you can easily get a bunch of pickoffs thanks to your Treant, especially going for items like Orchid or that Gleipnir. You're going to be able to get so much value on the team fights that not very many heroes this patch can actually accomplish. Now let's break down some of the best and worst matchups for Nature's Prophet. Some of the best matchups are Puck, Wind Ranger, Juggernaut, Lifestealer. These types of heroes you're able to take care of quite quickly. You're a natural Gleipnir buyer. You could also build Silver Edge which if need be, you could also build the Orchid Scotty. You're also good up against heroes like Alchemist because you're a natural Scotty buyer. You can easily buy a Scotty and start dealing with heroes like that. Heroes like Lifestealer as well don't want to play into a Scotty because they're regen based heroes and they really depend on that regen to sustain themselves through the team fights, and you're easily able to take care of them. Heroes like Windranger, it's very important for you to have one up on a hero like Windranger because she's super popular and I guarantee you guys are seeing her quite often in your pubs. So this is one of the best ways you can deal with that hero. Some of the bad matchups are Spectre, Phantom Assassin, Anti-Mage, Bat Rider. Pretty much any hero that can easily get on top of you and can chain stun you or easily do a ton of physical damage is going to be a really big problem for you because you're not going to be able to deal with that. You're not super tanky. You're not able to frontline unless you built him that way with a bunch of auras, and even then you're not going to be dishing out the damage. So heroes like Spectre can pretty much chew you for breakfast. It's not the type of hero you want to play into a Spectre. You don't do a whole lot. Maybe in the ultra late game you're able to do something to the Spectre. That's definitely very skill dependent. If you're a really good prophet, then you might be able to do something, but even when you have all the items in the world, it still feels really difficult to go up against a hero like Spectre or a Phantom Assassin that can easily burst you and pretty much delete you out of the map at any point of the game. The best thing you could do in these tight situations is pretty much rotate, play with your team, play active, push these towers, and not give the enemy carry that much space. That way they're not going to have as many items as you. You're going to have that advantage. You're going to have that tower advantage, and you're going to be able to get that vision, and that way your team could actually get ahead and you can kind of curb stomp these really tough matchups. Other than that, you guys should be picking up Prophet. Such a strong hero, one of my favorite mid laners of this patch, and when it's a really rough mid lane, I can just switch over with a teammate of mine and go into the safe lane or even into the off lane with the Prophet. It's such a versatile pick that you can pick it early on and you're not giving a whole lot away because the hero can easily be played as support, off lane, safe lane, mid lane, whatever you want. I think mid lane and safe lane suit him the best. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Nature's Prophet this patch. Such a strong hero, super underrated. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.